Choosing the first school for your child is a really, really daunting task, and it takes a lot of thought and a lot of care.
There's lots of things to think about, whether it's the right setting, you want to meet the staff, you want to know the ethos and values of the school. I think we do, we obviously hold our induction mornings, so children can come along and obviously spend some time in the setting, but parents and families and carers can all come in as well to meet us and see the school. And then obviously we have a phased entry in September, so we split the groups into two. So there's a morning session and an afternoon session, and the children really get a chance to meet the teachers, get comfortable in their environment in a much smaller group.
And what's lovely about what you've described there is, even though we have the two sites, yourself head teacher of Beech Avenue and me head teacher at Alton Close, we have that same approach, that transition, that induction, to make sure we get those first steps absolutely right.
We're a really big school. We've got children from nursery to sixth form.
So I suppose, that can feel a little bit daunting, but the flip side of that is we're really, really lucky, because once your child's into our nursery and moves through into reception, they can stay with us right through until they're 18. So there's no more big transitions. The one transition into school, they're there, the curriculum stays the same, the ethos stays the same. It's a really easy transition once that first choice is made.
I think our behaviour policy really follows through from right as soon as they start in nursery all the way to sixth form. Those same rules and systems are really familiar to the children as they move their way through the school.
Absolutely, and I think having the same staff around as well. I know it's a little bit different from Alton Close to Beech Avenue, but having that same ethos, the same approaches, the same expectations that we have on both sites is really, really important. So as a child moving through the school, it all stays very, very similar.
And we run those special days, don't we, where the children from Alton Close can come over to Beech Avenue and spend some time in the secondary, meeting some of the teachers, so that actually they feel that transition is as smooth as possible from primary into secondary.
Absolutely, and of course all the college system stays the same as well, so you have Bath and Imperial and Cambridge and Warwick down at Beech Avenue, exactly the same as we do at Alton Close, and the children can move through within their college system too. So we've talked a little bit about ethos and behaviour, and I suppose when you're choosing a new school, how your child fits in and their well-being and how comfortable they feel in school is really, really important.
Yeah, especially for parents who are sending their child from nursery or a childminder into school for the first time. We spend a lot of time and effort on developing a child's social and emotional mental health and their well-being, as well as our academic curriculum. Obviously, as part of the EYFS curriculum, we develop children's curiosity, their active listening, their social friendships. But as they move through the school, we've implemented conscious discipline, which has had a massive impact on children's well-being in school.
And I think with the conscious discipline, and we talk a lot about school family, and as the child would come into the school, we would make sure that not only does the child feel that sense of connection and belonging, but also the families do as well. So we work really hard on all the stakeholders in the school being part of that school family, so parents and children, staff and the community.
And we know how important it is to greet every child individually in the mornings. Every child's greeted with a good morning, a hello, perhaps a recognition or a question in terms of how their evening was or how their morning was. Teachers stand on the doorways of the classrooms and do handshakes, whether that's currently our non-touch handshakes, or hopefully once we get to September they can actually shake hands with the children, so children really feel that they're entering into their school family.
That sense of belonging and being connected.
Yeah. As a school, we've done a lot of work on developing our curriculum, and I think it's something that we can all be really proud of.
I think especially in our reception and EYFS, we've worked really hard on making sure there's a variety of different experiences, and that our curriculum focuses not only on the academic side of things, developing their phonics and their reading and their early maths, but also looking into that social side with the outside areas that we've invested in to make sure that that continuous provision is there. The children get an opportunity to really improve their social communication skills, as well as their big movement skills with their fine and gross motor control. So we work really hard on that range of opportunities and experiences. So the children will start to do trips, and they'll get visits, and they'll be more able to attend assemblies with the rest of the school. So it is providing that wide range of different experiences for them once they start in the main school.
And I think once they have then completed that full year in reception, they then move up into such a strong breadth of what we offer, you know, as well as your English and your maths. There's science and history, geography, art, music. So I think our curriculum is something we can really be proud of.
Absolutely, and I think we've worked really hard on that foundation stage in reception of really introducing the children into those what history is and what geography is, so they are ready to come into our knowledge-rich curriculum in Key Stage 1.
And we've certainly started to look at how that curriculum feeds into secondary as well.
Yes.
So thinking about what we talked about before in terms of that consistency of approach from nursery all the way up to sixth form, that actually that curriculum has that consistency all the way through as well.
Yep, so we have that high aspiration, and we really want those children to have that journey right through from 2 to 18.